Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Tuition. In this tutorial, we are going to write a program to sort an array in ascending order. In the previous video, we had learned how to get minimum and maximum value from an array element. In this video, we are using minimum and maximum number to sort an array, right? So this is my main.js file, and the right side I have my console, right? Using the arrow function, we are going to sort an array, right? So I will just create an anonymous function here using arrow function. So I will just say let short is equal to and call the arrow function here, right? So I will just say bracket and call an array. So when you specify only one argument to the arrow function, you don't need to specify bracket here. So I will just say array here, array, and specify arrow here and call my function, right? So I will say constant array2 and specify square bracket. We are using this array to store short array, right? Just after that, I will create position variable and specify 0 value to that variable. And then we are going to create max variable and specify default value. So I will just say array and specify 0 index to the max variable, and do the same for the minimum value also. So I will just say mean, specify array and specify 0 index value to the mean variable, right? So using for loop, we are going to find out maximum number. In the previous video, we had learned how to find out the maximum number, so we are using the same code here. So I will just say for, I will first comment here and say maximum number and say for let j is equal to 0 and the j is less than array dot length, and we are going to increase the size of j by 1, right? So here we are going to add if condition. So I will just say if max value is less than array of j, then we will execute max is equal to array of j, right? So we are specifying the maximum value in the max variable. This for loop will store maximum value in the max variable, right? Just after that, here I will create two for loops. The first for loop is to store So the first for loop will store the minimum value on 0 to nth position. So I will just say for here and just say let I is equal to 0, I is less than array dot length, and I plus plus, right? So I will just say here array2 and specify index value. So I will just say I here and specify minimum value to the array, right? We don't have minimum value right now, so I just wanted to find out the minimum value from an array. So I will just create a nested for loop here. So I will just say for let k is equal to 0, k is less than array dot length, and the k plus plus. So we'll just increase the value of k by 1, right? Just after that, here I will just find out the minimum value of an array. To find out the minimum value, we are using the same if condition here also. So I will just say if mean is greater than array of k, right? If this condition becomes true, then we'll say mean is equal to array of j, right? So the second loop, this one, find the minimum number, right? So this loop will find the minimum number and store in the minimum variable, and then we are going to store this minimum number in the array on I position, right? And just after that, I will just return this statement from here. So I will just say return, and I wanted to return an array here. So I will just say array here, right? Now we just wanted to find out what this array is returning right now. So I will just say let here and create an array. So I will just say y is equal to and create an array here. So I will just say 1 minus 5 minus 3 2 and 4, right? Just after that I will just say console.log and call this short function, right? This one, short, and here we just wanted to specify this array argument, right? So I will just say arry here, right? So I will just specify this array here, and when we execute this, oops, I think here is k. So when you execute this, you will get your minimum number, right? So now we have our minimum number array here, right? Now we just wanted to sort this array, right? So we have minimum number right now. Now I just wanted to show you how you can sort this array. I will just call my position variable here, this one. I will just call this position variable here and specify value of the k variable. So it means when you find your minimum number, I just wanted to store the index value in the position variable. Let's say you have this array and this array has a minimum number -5 on the first position, right? So this k variable will store one position variable, right? So when we have the index of the minimum number, we just wanted to specify null on this position, right? So what we will do is here I will just say array, and in the square bracket I will specify position variable and then say null here, right? So when you execute this, you will get the same outcome. Now here I will just check if the array position is equal to null, then we don't want to execute this if statement, right? So I will just create an if statement here, and in the expression I will say array of k is not equal to null, right? And if this array is not equal to null, we just wanted to execute this statement. So I will just cut and paste this statement here, right? Just after that, I just wanted to specify maximum value to the minimum variable. So when we have the null position, we just wanted to start this for loop again. To start this for loop again, we just wanted to specify maximum value to the minimum variable. For loop will iterate again and give us minimum value. So I will just say mean here and specify maximum value to the mean variable, right? That's it. This is your ascending order array, right? So you have your short array right now. It's very simple. So what we had done here, we will just specify null on the position where we got the minimum number. Let's say here this is my array 1 minus 5 minus 3 2 and 4, right? So here when we got your minimum number using this for loop, we will just specify null on the position where we got the minimum number, right? So here we got the minimum number on the first position right here. So when we got the minimum number, we will specify that minimum number on the 0 index of array 2 and store the null value on the first index right here. This array will look like this, right? Just after that, this for loop will iterate again and check minimum number from this array. So right now the minimum number from this array is -3. So this array will store the -3 in the array2 variable and specify null on the second position. So this will store null here. Then this for loop will execute again and find the minimum number from this array. So we have minimum value 1 here. So this array will store 1 on the I position and store null on the 0 index right here. Right? So this for loop will execute itself where the I is greater than array.length. Right? And when we specify the null index to the variable, we'll specify maximum value to the mean variable, because we wanted to store a maximum value in the mean variable to find out the minimum value. It is easy to find out minimum value when we have maximum value in the array, right? So that is why we specify maximum value to the mean variable and find out the minimum number using this if statement, right? I hope you understand what we had done here. You are free to make your own program to find ascending and descending order.